Here I have a grass-fed whey protein powder, an awesome one that I love. And here I have a just traditional whey protein bodybuilders style type of protein powder. It's not organic, it's not grass-fed or any of that. Does grass-fed whey protein powder actually matter? Short answer is no, it doesn't. And I'm going to break it down for you and share how a lot of these supplement companies are making very bold, unsupported claims just to get your money. What's going on, everyone? My name is Steven. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, as you heard in the intro, I'm talking about whether or not protein powder, a whey protein powder, if there's any difference between a grass-fed whey protein powder versus a non-grass-fed whey protein powder. Now, in the clean eating, healthy, keto community, all this, there's a lot of chat about a non-denatured grass-fed whey protein. And I'm here to tell you, based off the actual facts and data and research, that there is no difference in availability, in anabolism, in nutrient profile, in any of that stuff when it comes to a grass-fed whey protein versus a non-grass-fed regular old whey protein powder. The only difference is that you're going to be paying more for one versus the other. Now let's think about why is the popularity of grass-fed animal products becoming bigger and bigger? Because when an animal is for number one reason, when an animal is fed, specifically cattle, cow, lamb, sheep, bison, yak, all these things, when they're fed grass on an open pasture, as they should be, as I support, as I recommend they be, the fat profile of that animal's meat changes. Higher omega-3s, lower omega-6s, more CLA, some would say more fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K. There's that. More nutrient dense, it's better, it's better, period, right? Especially the fats. I do not consume grain-fed fats. Now, with that being said, there's also another flip side to that, is that when an animal is not being organically grass-fed, antibiotics, hormones, there's more potential for toxins to be stored in that animal's fat. Fat is stored in toxins. So when you're eating meat, fats from an animal that was not raised on an open pasture, organically grass-fed and all that, there's perhaps more potential, there's more fats accumulated, that more toxins accumulated in their fats, and then you're eating them, and then guess what happens? You kind of get exposure to that as well. So when you're eating meat, eggs, all these things, I only eat grass-fed meat. That's just my personal preference and my personal choice, especially as I do have some fattier cuts of meat. Now, let's be clear, that grass-fed, sorry, email notification, hey, I forgot to turn it off. When an animal is grass-fed, that just changes the fat profile. It does not change the protein or the amino acid content, availability, digestibility, or anything like that. Now, why is someone consuming a whey protein powder? To meet protein requirements, to meet their protein requirements, if they're tracking the macros or something like that. It's convenient, it's easy, you put it in a shake, it can make you more satisfied, right? You're consuming the whey protein powder for the protein. Grass-fed versus its counterpart does not change the amino acid profile or the protein profile at all in any way. So no, it doesn't matter whether or not your whey protein powder is grass-fed or not. It simply doesn't. In terms of actual nutrient profile and everything like that. Now, there are some benefits to supporting and purchasing grass-fed whey protein, which is what I prefer to do, especially this stuff. This stuff is really fucking good. What benefit is that? Is that you are supporting that industry. You are supporting those farming methods. You are supporting farms that are properly raising their cattle on an open pasture where they get to see the sun, where they get to roam around, where they get to eat the grass. That's the benefit. That's why I choose to support it. Now, let's think about the context though. By the way, so this company, Primal Alchemy, I was on their podcast a few weeks ago. It's like a 2-hour long podcast. It's really good. This is a chocolate protein powder, but I don't even want to say the word chocolate. It's a cacao. It's made with all organic ingredients, but Criollo Cacao. But I like this a lot. It's special, it's unique because it has things like ashwagandha in there, Ceylon cinnamon, mucuna, maca. It also contains some organic ginger as well. And that, to me, is a selling point for this because that ginger gives it just a super unique taste. I mix this every single morning with some with some mushroom powder like lion's mane, chaga, cordyceps, all that stuff, in some pu-erh tea. And I have this probably within 7 minutes of waking up. I just have a serving of this, about 14 grams of protein, in some green tea, which is more specifically a pu-erh tea, which is a fermented aged green tea. I have that every single morning when I wake up really early for work, before work. Stuff is awesome. I love it. Supporting my buddy's company. I'm supporting organic farming methods, grass-fed farming methods, and all that. That would be the reason why you would want to pay more for a grass-fed whey protein powder. But if any company is telling you that because their protein powder is grass-fed, that it's better for you, that is a lie. Do not be deceived. Every company, every blog, every article that you will read online saying that a grass-fed whey protein is superior probably has affiliate linkage or themselves sell a grass-fed whey protein so they can charge more, so they can charge you more, so you spend more money, so they make more money. Now, let's be real. I like this a lot because of all the other ingredients, everything it has going for it. It's amazing. It's super fucking, it's like really, really good. So then some of you see this Quest Nutrition, this non-organic, typical, regular old, just whey protein isolate with casein, just a good old protein powder. You're probably thinking, oh my God, Steven, what are you doing with this in your house? You can't have that in your house. Who says this is not healthy? Now you have to think about the context of my life as well. Last week or so, I've been working 12, 13-hour days, and I do track my caloric intake as well as my macronutrient ratios. So I do have a certain amount of protein to hit every single day. When you're working 12, 13-hour days, or even a regular 9-to-5 job, sometimes it's hard to do that, especially through eating whole foods, right? So protein powders need to be cost effective. And for someone like me who's consuming protein powder 2 to 3 times a day to meet my protein requirements, it's way more cost effective for me to get something like this versus a grass-fed whey protein. So I still have this every day, and ideally I'd be having this all the time, but I don't know if you can see back there, probably not. I got my Dave Ramsey book. I'm on the Dave Ramsey plan here. I'm on a budget. I got a budget for these things, and I budget my supplements and my food accordingly to my priorities and to my goals. My goals right now, I need to hit my protein requirements. So, for example, this whole canister is 45 bucks. Okay, 30 servings. I did not pay 45 bucks for this. Matter of fact, the only reason why I even bought this is because there's a store by my house called Grocery Outlet. If you have go to groceryoutlet.com if you live in the United States, type in your zip code, see if there's one near you, because I'm talking 50 to 90% off brand name stuff. Really good stuff. Like, okay, I paid 19 bucks for this. That's over 50% off. And it's like that all the time. It's not a sale, that's their prices. I'm talking about coconut butter, raw organic coconut butter, walnut cashew butter, Simple Mills products. I'm talking anything that you can find in Whole Foods, Sprouts. They have a lot of it there, a lot of amazing stuff. Grocery Outlet, this is a plug for Grocery Outlet. Not officially, but I'm just saying, I really love that store. So I bought this for 19 bucks, and it helps me meet my protein requirements. That's why it's in my house, and that's why I consume it. And I'm not gonna feel bad for consuming it. I'm not gonna feel bad for consuming a non-grass-fed, non-organic whey protein powder. Now, ideally though, as time goes by, I want the bulk of my, because we do vote with our dollars, that's why I do, and I will happily pay full price and will pay a premium for a good organic grass-fed whey protein powder. Now, that's my thoughts on that. Those are the facts and my thoughts. Why would you want to support grass-fed whey protein? In a nutshell, to support that farming method, especially if you're supporting an awesome company. You guys, I did work out a discount code with my buddy Chris, who owns Primal Alchemy. I'm not shitting you. When I'm about to buy, I'm almost out, and I'm getting sad. So I'm about to order a kilo of it from the UK, from his company. This is one of the protein powders that is worth every single dollar. Something like this, I probably wouldn't pay full price for it. That's why I got it at the discount store. Okay, that's why I might, try and get it on sale or whatever. So there's that. Now I also really quickly want to touch on a denatured versus a non-denatured whey protein powder, and doesn't really matter. The answer is no. Our protein powder is grass-fed, it's non-denatured, it's low-temp processed, so you get all the bioavailability. There's no difference. Everything gets denatured as soon as we eat it because of our digestive system and our stomach acid and our enzymes and everything like that, guys. So the more that I dive into the actual research and start reading research studies and looking at the well-done ones, not just abstracts. Anyone can write an abstract on PubMed. Not anyone, but anyone basically. Versus looking at properly done clinical trials or research reviews or meta-analysis or what did they control for. When I actually start to look into it, a lot of supplement companies are really deceiving. Like if you look online and if you look at all the blogs and all the articles, because I've done it, that say that grass-fed whey protein is superior than a non-grass-fed whey protein, it's because there's either affiliate linkage, meaning they're making money off of it, and that their affiliate links are what's driving them to make content, which is wrong, or they're selling the actual product themselves. You'll find it on bulletproof.com. Grass-fed pasture raised whey protein is the superior choice for blah blah. No, it's not, because they're selling it, right? So a grass-fed protein does not matter. So now, if you do want to try this stuff though, because I really do recommend it. I love it. I post it on my Instagram stories all the time because it wakes me up, especially as I wake up super early. I have this with some green tea, as I said, it's really good. I'll put a link down below. I'll also put a link to the podcast with that company that I did a few weeks ago. It's really good. And if you have any questions about this, let me know in a comment down below. I'd love to know your thoughts. The fact of the matter is, it does not matter if your whey protein is grass-fed. I want to make that very clear. And if someone tells you otherwise, they're probably selling a grass-fed whey protein powder. Now, there are benefits as to supporting that industry, okay? That's why I will have no problem paying for full price for grass-fed whey protein powder, because I want to support those farming methods. But if I need to, based off my goals, context of my life, I will have something like this too, every once in a while. So, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up. I've gotten some comments in previous videos saying that they aren't getting notified that I'm uploading new videos. YouTube just loves to do that. So make sure you hit that bell and you will get notified whenever I post a new video or go live or anything like that. Any links to anything I mentioned down below. I love you. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your week.